sister's misery. Oh, Friday's child, her daddy they call hard times. Friday's child, that's me. Friday's child, born a little ugly. Friday's child, good looks passed her by. Oh, Friday's child makes something look like nothing. Friday's child am I. Climb no mountain. Friday's child, she ain't even gonna try. Oh, Friday's child, they'll forget to bury. Friday's child am I. Friday's child am I.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, I'm gonna mess around.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, look out Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson, go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man, make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, yeah, go to Jackson, but go comb that hair.
I'm gonna snowball Jackson,
Go ahead and see if I care.
when I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson, you turn loose of my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. They'll laugh at you in Jackson,
I doubt it.
and I'll be dancing on a pony keg. They'll lead you around that town like a scarlet hound, with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, 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 go to Jackson, you big talking man, and I'll be waiting there in Jackson, behind my J-Pan plan.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Go to Jackson, and that's a natural fact. We're gone to Jackson, ain't never coming back. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the...
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things.
I walked in town on silver spurs that jingled too, a song that I had only sang to just a few. She saw my silver spurs and said, let's pass some time, and I will give to you summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time, and I will give to you summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
My eyes grew heavy and my lips, they could not speak. I tried to get up, but I couldn't find my feet. She reassured me with an unfamiliar line, and then she gave to me more summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time, and I will give to you summer wine. Summer wine.
When I woke up, the sun was shining in my eyes. My silver spurs were gone, my head fell twice its size. She took my silver spurs, $1 and a dime, and left me craving for more summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off those silver spurs and help me pass the time, and I will give to you my summer wine. Oh, summer wine. I followed you to Texas. I followed you to Utah.
We didn't find it there, so we moved on.
I followed you to Alabama. Things look good in Birmingham.
We didn't find it there, so we moved on. I know you're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams.
had your child in Memphis. You heard of work in Nashville.
We didn't find it there, so we moved on to a small farm in Nebraska, to a gold mine in Alaska.
We didn't find it there, so we moved on.
And now we've left Alaska because there was no gold mine.
But this time, only two of us move on. And now we have each other and a little memory to cling to.
And still you won't let me go on alone. I know you're tired of following my lucid dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things, my lucid dreams. For they're only fleeting things, my lucid dreams.
You came by at 2 o'clock. You should have been by at 10. I stayed by at 3 o'clock, and I ain't coming back again. Whoa, how does that grab you, darling? How does that mess your mind? How does that grab you, darling? This girl is leaving you behind. You smart aleck tomcat, you. When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, I'm gonna go out and prowl, yeah. Don't come a-looking for your pussycat, 'cause I won't be, you know how. Whoa, how does that grab you, darling? How does that mess your mind? How does that grab you, darling? This girl is leaving you behind. Now you ain't nothing but an old tomcat running around my house. I'll tell you something, you old tomcat, you just lost your mouse. Whoa, how does that grab you, darling? How does that mess your mind? How does that grab you, darling? This girl is leaving you behind. There's more than one way to skin a cat, you know. Bye-bye. Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. But when they gathered round and started talking, and that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we'd go walking, and then he'd look into my eyes. Lord knows, to my was the son of a preacher man, the only boy who could ever teach me. He was the son of a preacher man, yes he was, yes he was. Oh, yes he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When he started sweet talking to me, he come and tell me everything is alright. He kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away tonight? The only boy who could ever reach me. He was the son of a preacher man, the only boy who could ever teach me. He was the son of a preacher man, yes he was, oh he was. Oh, yes he was, yes he was. How well I remember the look that was in his eyes, stealing kisses from me on the sly, taking time to make time, and telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown. And the only boy who could ever reach me, he was the son of a preacher man, the only boy who could ever teach me. He was the son of a preacher man, yes he was, yeah he was. Oh, yes he was. He was the sweet talking son of a preacher man, sweet talking son of a preacher man. He was the sweet talking son of a preacher man, yeah. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin', and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
I know
I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lies you heard the night before. And though it's just a line to you, for me it's true and never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make the meaning come through. But then I think I'll wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and oh, the night's so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and oh, the night's so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
You've got your world, and I've got mine, and it's a shame.
Two grown-up worlds that will never be the same.
Why can't we be like storybook children,
Running through the rain, hand in hand, across the meadow?
why can't we be like storybook children,
In a wonderland where nothing's planned for tomorrow. You've got his ring, you've got his heart, you've got his baby.
And it's too late to turn away and start again.
why can't we be like storybook children,
Running through the rain, hand in hand, across the meadow?
why can't we be like storybook children,
In a wonderland where nothing's planned for tomorrow.
only we were storybook children.